What's up, good people? What's happening? Vernon Big V Easton back again. Today's date is November 29th, 2024. It's Friday. It's Black Friday, man. It's the day after Thanksgiving. Day after Thanksgiving, man. Hey, look, before I really get into the video, let me just first express how thankful and how grateful I am, man. Grateful to make it to the age of 37 years old. I got a birthday around the corner, and if it's God's will, I'm gonna see that birthday, right? I'm just thankful, man. I'm thankful for where I'm at in life. I'm thankful for the journey and the path that God's put me on. I'm thankful for the guidance that He and my family and friends have helped surround me with from that perspective. There's been people in my corner, loved ones that's no longer here, as well as loved ones that are here, man, that have always provided me with guidance and wisdom. And I'm just thankful, man. Life could have been completely different for me. And as I really sat in the household yesterday, in the Easton household, and we celebrate Thanksgiving, and I look around and I see my 18-year-old daughter. Think about where we started at. My daughter was born when I was 19 years old. I had just turned 19 years old. When I think about my son, man, 15 years old, really kind of starting to come out of his shell again. He actually helped with some of the cooking this Thanksgiving, so thankful for that. And then my youngest boy, man, Victor, 12 years old, and man, just started his early childhood out difficult, is what I would tell you, man. But he's really thriving. He's thriving. He's become an honor roll student, and when I just look around. And I look at my kids and how God's blessed me. Number one, I still have my kids. Not everyone can say that, man. That's just the reality of the world we live in. But I have all my kids. I've got my wife, extremely supportive, extremely nurturing. Also a really good accountability partner from that perspective when it comes to certain things. And, man, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful and I'm extremely appreciative. I mentioned everyone that I just named off the top just because, again, for me, it is a reminder for why I do what I do, why I move the way that I'm moving, why I'm making the decisions and striving for the goals that I'm striving for, man. Yesterday was a really good reminder of that for me. I love those days. I love those moments, and Lord willing, I'm gonna have many, many more of them. I have been shifting my lifestyle so that it is more indicative of someone that wants to live and into their golden ages, right? Into those, I don't even want to put a number on it, but living into the later years in life and still having that vitality, still having a good quality of life where my wife and my kids and my grandkids and maybe even my great-grandkids, like we can all actually live life, travel, love on one another, and just really enjoy life together, man. Yesterday, to me, was just the top of the iceberg, man. It's just a reminder of where we're at right now, which is a good place, and where it can be. Man, I'm gonna continue striving for optimum health. I'm going to continue venturing down this path of wellness and longevity and great quality of life because my family deserves it. I deserve it. Okay? So anyhow, man, not to get too deep on y'all, but I figure I start there. It's a good time, Thanksgiving. Just an opportunity to really reflect on how blessed I am and how thankful I am as well. Okay, so just quick update from this week, man. Again, I didn't do a great job this week with doing a midweek update, but it's Friday. It's Friday afternoon. The time right now is 2:35. I've been walking for 37 minutes. Where would I start, man? My water fast was successful. How about we start there? My water fast was successful, though. Okay, hey, man, look, let me tell you, it ain't too often, and I told my boys this. It ain't too often you're gonna hear me really big myself up. I'm not real big on gassing myself up, but I will say this, man. I'm really proud of myself for my level of tenacity, commitment, and willpower this week. I'll just say that. What do I mean? I started my fast late on Sunday night. Okay, this is the week leading up to Thanksgiving, right? So I started on Sunday night. I that gave me. So man, I'm gonna be transparent. I went to the Cousins Giving. If you remember from my previous video, I went to the Cousins Giving on Sunday evening, and I wasn't planning on eating or drinking there, man. But I decided I didn't plan on eating or drinking just because I wanted to really set myself up to have a better chance of success at hitting that 72-hour water fast, which means I really wanted to cut my eating off around that 3-4 o'clock time frame, no later than that. We ended up going over there around 7 o'clock in the evening. And, man, hey, it ain't too often that the whole group gets together. So, I didn't want to be that guy to not live in the moment. So I allowed myself to live in the moment. With some family and friends from out of town, from the West Coast, that came out. So, man, I had a couple drinks, ate a little bit of food too. Nothing crazy, but what it did was it caused me to have my last meal around about, I don't know, man, about 11 p.m. to be honest, which is really late. Okay, so that definitely threw me off my course. But back to what I'm proud about, man. Didn't eat anything on Monday. Stayed disciplined. Stayed focused. Okay. Tuesday came around. Same thing. However, I will tell you those hunger pains were definitely surging during that time period. Tuesday, I started getting my backyard and my grill prepped so that on Wednesday afternoon, after getting home from work, I could just basically jump right on the grill, jump right on the smoker. Okay, this is where it adds a little bit more to the story. Okay. You obviously know I don't eat meat. I'm a vegan, striving to be as disciplined of a whole food, plant-based vegan as I possibly can be. Still working on that, still a work in progress, but meat is definitely a non-negotiable. Don't mess with it, man. Have not consumed any of it since July of 2024 this year, okay? Actually, since the end of June. Nevertheless, my family's like, hey, man, I guess backing up, I was known for being the griller of the family, okay? That's just the bottom line. I was the griller of the family, all right? I was the smoke master, grill master, whatever you want to call it. I got a really good smoked chicken recipe that I developed over the years to kind of perfect it. And I got a pretty decent rib recipe. Nevertheless, my family's like, look, dude, you're the only one in the house that's a freaking vegan. Even got some members of my extended family like, hey, dude, you going to smoke the ribs for Thanksgiving? We understand you a vegan, Vern, but come on, Thanksgiving ain't just about you. And they right, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, they're right. One day I hope to convert everybody to being a vegan. However, hey man, I did it on my own time. Everyone else has got to do it on their own time as well. That's just what it boils down to, right? So, bottom line is this, man. I was disciplined Monday. I was disciplined Tuesday. And those were busy days. Hunger pains were really surging on Tuesday. However, I came home Wednesday afternoon and I got those ribs on the smoker. My son, Vernon Jr., he actually came out and helped me out, man. I guess maybe he's 15. So I guess maybe from his perspective, hey, look, I know dad really don't eat meat no more. One day I might have to kind of take over as being the smoke master around here. So he actually came out and helped. Nevertheless, man, I will tell you, these were probably some of the prettiest, well-smoked ribs that I've ever done. So my thing is this, right? I didn't have any of that food, okay? And I did all of this while I was freaking fasting. Like I was actually coming up on the freaking 72-hour mark during this time period, man. Right? So not only did I not eat any of that, I could have very easily said, you know what, man, these hunger pains got me struggling. I know I'm not going to eat any of the meat, but let me go ahead and get some of this vegan food that I can technically eat. But it would have meant that I broke my fast early, right? I stayed strong, man. And for that, I am proud of myself. It was a notch to help my willpower muscle grow even more, and really kind of show and prove to myself what I'm capable of. Thanksgiving dinner went great, right? I broke my fast Thursday morning, guys. So I actually did more than 72 hours. I broke my fast Thursday morning after I went to the gym. Okay, I went to the gym, got a short workout, man, nothing crazy. But to me, again, that was just more about the mental strength for me. Just showing to myself that, hey man, look, guess what? You persevered through this, or you pushed through these challenges or these struggles or these temptations. You did that, but to go ahead and throw the cherry on the top. Go on, hit the gym. Go ahead and hit the gym too, big dog. And that's what I did. That's what I did, man. So everybody enjoyed Thanksgiving. It was a really good time with family and friends. I broke my fast with some cucumbers. Kind of chilled out for a while, let my body get back used to digesting food. And then I went on, my wife actually made a really good vegan chili recipe for me that she saw on Instagram. Man, it was good. It was like an enchilada chili recipe. That the primary ingredients were lentils and quinoa, some other things, man, some beans and corn, and obviously some enchilada sauce and tomatoes. But pretty solid recipe. I'm sure the enchilada sauce, I'm sure that's got some sodium in it. Nevertheless, it was Thanksgiving. Allowed myself to enjoy some of that comfort food like I told y'all I was planning to do, which is part of the reason why I did that 72-hour water fast, to kind of give myself some grace so that, you know, it doesn't really set me back too badly. So I enjoyed that, man. I also had some vegan foods from my favorite vegan restaurant. It's a really good vegan restaurant, guys. But I ordered some of that food the day before Thanksgiving. My wife actually picked it up for me, so I saved that. And I ate on that yesterday, guys. I ate on that. And I had some vegan dessert from that restaurant as well. So that, you know, it made me feel like I was actually able to kind of balance out and enjoy myself while everybody else was feasting too. And definitely had a couple drinks of alcohol too. I'm a bourbon guy for those that know me. You know, I had my bourbon of choice last night, man. Sipped on some Weller's Antique 107. Really good bourbon. So that was it, man. That was it. Watched a little bit of football. And this morning, I mean, you see where I'm at right now. This morning, woke up, was a little slow getting out of the bed, but, you know, wifey, so I talk about what I did, but all I did was smoke the ribs, man. Wifey threw down in the kitchen. She cooked everything else for the family to enjoy, right? From turkey wings to macaroni and cheese, collard greens, green beans, what else, man? 2 different types of stuffing. And I'm probably missing like another 3 or 4 dishes. Nevertheless, she put that work on, man. So needless to say, this morning she's tired. Today she's tired, so she resting up, and you know, we chilled out in the bed together, relaxed, watched a little TV, caught up with some time on some one-on-one time with one another. And now you see where I'm at, man. I'm out here about to get this work in. Been walking now for 49 minutes and I've done 2.2 miles. And I'm on my way to the gym. So we're gonna get this work, we're gonna push this work out further. It's just a little cardio time that's good for the heart. Now I'm gonna get into this gym and do something that's good for my overall body. You know what I mean? You know, it's important to do cardiovascular things such as walking, jogging, running, whatever. But you also got to train those muscles too, man. That resistance training, and it becomes even more important as we get older, where your body becomes more prone to kind of lose muscle mass. So right now, I'm certainly not trying to gain any muscle. I'm just trying to maintain the muscle mass that I do have. That's the name of the game, which is why I'm going to the gym and hit these weights today. I should be able to lift pretty good considering the influx of calories that I had in the last 24 hours. So I'm gonna hit the gym, man. I do got some plans this evening. I'm gonna go out with the fellas. We're going bowling. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I'm getting back on my grind and not becoming stagnant by getting my butt out of the house, going for a walk, hitting the gym. But I'm gonna enjoy this day similar to yesterday from an eating standpoint. That's my point. I'm still gonna have some of my vegan comfort foods today, but I'm not gonna overdo it. And I'm gonna have some of that before I go to the bowling alley, so that I don't get tempted by things like nachos and pizza and hot dogs and popcorn, all that other stuff, all that other junk that's gonna be up at the bowling alley. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have my food before I go. That's gonna help me stay prepared. That's gonna help me remain disciplined, and also feel like I'm not just missing out on something. You know what I mean? So that's the deal, guys. I don't know. This may very well. I guess from as far as my weight, last week, like I told you, I had ended off that previous week at 280 pounds. This week, my current weight right now is about 277, man. 277 may not seem like a lot after a 72-hour water fast, but you know, man, I'm at this point, I'm already down by 65-ish pounds. So, you know, every pound that I guess my point is, I've already lost over 15% of my body weight. So the weight that I lose now, it's not necessarily going to come in big chunks like that. So I am thankful each week if I'm losing, you know, 2 pounds. That's a win for me, man. Fasting and no fasting, 2 pounds per week, that's a win for your boy. So I will take that, be proud of it, take that as momentum, and just push forward into the next week. That's what I'm gonna do this week, man. We getting ready to head into the month of December. There's gonna be plenty of potential pitfalls with holiday functions and events and things of that nature. I got a couple work events this month as well to kind of add to that social calendar. So I'm gonna do another 72-hour water fast this week. It's working for me. It's helping to keep my spirits in good mood, and it's also helping me out from an overall health and wellness perspective too. Oh yeah, man, real quick, I did go to the doctor this past week, part of my checkup. She's really proud of the progress that I've made. My blood pressure's looking good. She checked out my labs with me, and man, she's really excited about the progress that I made. I'm excited too, but I just know that it's still more work to be done. So one of the goals that I have right now is I want to get my LDL cholesterol even lower. Today I'm not prepared to put a number on that, but I'm going to put a number on just how much I want to lower it by. Additionally, I want to increase my LDL cholesterol. Okay, my LDL cholesterol is technically in a healthy range. However, I'm towards the bottom end of that. So I want to improve that. Additionally, one of the things the doc did say that she'd like to be higher, she would like to see higher, was my vitamin D. So again, man, so I'm out here right now walking to the gym instead of driving. The weather is not as pleasant as it has been the previous weeks here in Southern Virginia. It's actually in the low 50s today. You can see I don't have on a tank top. Got my hoodie on today. But I'm out here, man. I'm out here soaking as much sunlight in as I can before I walk into the gym. So anyhow, man, I'm gonna end the video here. This will probably be it for this week. What is, man? This is video 7. Video 7 right here, I believe. So this will wrap up video 7. And I'll come back next week and provide another update from that perspective. Again, man, I know y'all see tears coming down. These are not any type of emotional tears at all. This is dry eyes combined with wind outside, combined with looking into the freaking sun and just having a physical response to it, if you will. So don't pay that no mind. I just ain't feel like keep stopping the camera to wipe them today. So anyhow, man, look, I'm gonna end the video right here. And as you guys know, one day at a time, one choice at a time, one goal at a time. That's how we do it. One day, one choice, one goal at a time. Let's get it.